Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about an economy car that came out in 1960. This happens to be a 1964 Corvair Monza. Give you all the details because people were thinking of fuel economy even back then. Tell you more in a moment. Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today we're going to talk about our latest acquisition, a fuel economy car that people today probably could appreciate more than you could ever imagine. A 1964 Corvair Monza coupe. Now, you're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish if you have the time, because we're going to do a cold start, we're going to do a walk around. There'll be a lot more information and pictures of this particular car. Now you can also click on the link in the description and it'll take you right to our website and this particular car where you'll have all the information on it, the pricing, and not only that, you will also have access to our close to 100 additional automobiles that we currently have in our collection here at Ellingson Motorcars. And our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you'll find the latest and greatest. We have cars all the way back from the 1920s all the way up into the 70s and beyond. So if you're looking for that collectible vehicle, be it a car, a pickup truck, resto mod, you name it, we've got a great variety at Ellingson's. But let's get back to this 1964 Corvair, because, you know, Corvair, this is a year they actually produced 1 million of these, came off the assembly line in 1964. And when it came out in 1960, it was really something very special. No American production company had ever made a car similar to this. It was kind of an answer to the Volkswagen and Renault that was out there in the market. And I'll tell you what, the Corvair came across and it sold very, very well. Great, great little car. Now this particular one comes to us in Azure Aqua paint. Beautiful paint all the way around. Great color, by the way, for 1964. The biggest improvement probably on this little car, other than the fact with the, you know, flat six motor, air cooled again, trying to take some of the ideas from the European cars, of course, is the fact that this particular car now has radial tires. Boy, if they only would have had those in 1964, it would have made them a much more enjoyable car in terms of overall ride and whatnot. But with the whitewall radial tires on this car, it just goes down the road very, very nicely. Just, it really helps the ride all the way. Now this also has the upgraded wire spinner hubcaps, if you will, the full ones. So that's kind of another one of those nice additions. Remember now, this is the trunk or the open bonnet, whatever you want to call it. That's where your trunk area. Actually nice, quite a bit of room in that area right there. But you get to the inside of the car, to tell the truth, it has a lot of, it's actually got more room than you would guess. Now this particular car comes with the Powerglide automatic transmission that's mounted right in the middle of the dash. Click up for drive, click down for reverse. Very, very simple. Anyone can get in this car and drive it. Again, they came with the bucket seats, kind of a sporty thing. It was kind of trying to be that kind of all-inclusive car, if you will. I mean, it was the 164 cubic inch dual carbureted flat six. So, I mean, it had enough performance to get this little car moving down the road just fine. Padded dash, of course, is something that's another nice option with the black interior itself. No, it's just one of those, you know, very unique cars. I guess we have to always say that about these, that, you know, they were very special in their time. I can remember my dad working on these when he was a mechanic when I was a kid. They were in the yard and it's like, wow, I never seen anything like that. Kind of a real specialty car. Now you can find all of our cars on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well. You know, give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much. Gives you all the information on this car, our current inventory, and as an added bonus, you will also get access to some of the cars that we've sold over the years. So if you're kind of an old car guy, like to look at some interesting stuff, which we've had and sold, take a look at those sites. Kind of enjoyable and whatnot. The nice thing about the Corvair, it's kind of one of those niche cars, but they have a really good clubs, a lot of clubs. There's a Corvair club, a national club. Parts availability is actually very, very good. There's several sources out there that can get you almost anything that you need for these particular cars. yeah, I guess it's one of those neat little cars that if you're just looking for something a little different, look, it still has the vent windows, smoker's window, whatever they called them as a kid. We always appreciate it when mom and dad would open those and get the cigarette smoke out of the car, but still had those in 1964 in this particular car. I like the location of the gas fill right here on the front. Easy to spot, not one of those hard to find ones that some of these old cars had, but very nice and right there. And again, like I said, it was kind of ahead of its time, fuel economy, whatnot. But by '64, it was waning a little bit in popularity. People were getting more into the muscle cars and whatnot, and the fuel economy wasn't quite as urgent as it was probably back in the early 60s. So if you're looking for something really special and you say, you know, I really got to come down and take a look at it, we would appreciate that as well. If you want to come down to Ellingson's, we're open Monday through Friday from 10 to 5, open on Saturdays as well, 10 to 4. So if you want to come down, look at it in person, touch it, take a good look at it, we'd love to have you come down. So if you're looking for your first old car or you're looking for your 100th old car, and maybe this fits into what you're still looking to have, we've got it right here on the sales floor at Ellingson Motorcars. And remember our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. See you next time, and thank you for visiting. And there we go.